Unboxing AGM30, brand new. This is the second engine, as the first one has gone back. So we've got this one with all the parts, never been run. We're going to do some spec checks on this motor, brand new. Measure the tip of the prop shaft at the end, and you can see it's a little bit above the zero. The run out is approximately 14 to 15 thousandths total, which is totally unacceptable for out of the box. As you can see, if we bolted a prop on that, it would be an issue. Now we're going to measure the face of the hub. I'm going to indicate the face. And we got probably about 6 total, which is unacceptable. With a blip there with a burr. So as you can see, this hub at that point is way out of whack on the face. So let's do the top of the hub. Now on the top of the hub, I check the run out there. Let's see what we got. Almost 9 thousandths out of round. That's a wobble. That's again unacceptable. Now I don't know if it's the hub, combination of that or the crank. We can pull that all off and we can run out and check the crank, but next we're going to do is pull the jug off and take a look inside and see what's over there. This is cylinder off. As you can see, there's the exhaust port. It's clean as a whistle. Never been run out of the box, inside the bore of the cylinder. AGM, both sides. Okay. Now if you look, puzzling thing here is, for a brand new engine, if you take a look at the piston, it's a little on the snug side. The bearings have a little bit of grit to them. Not grit, but they're not as smooth as they should be. The ring appears to have a little bit of wear on the high spot, as if it was the motor was run in a mechanical fashion, such as a lathe or a drill press, and held around to kind of loosen things up. But if this was a brand new ring, there would be absolutely zero shine on that. As you can see at the top of the piston, there's zero use, because there's no carbon deposit or any brown from the exhaust process. So this is a brand new piston, but apparently it has been worn and run somehow in a mechanical fashion. There's a light shine on the lower piston in the corner, which is indicative of that as well right there. Also could be an alignment issue on the cylinder head. So something is here. This is a little snug on the rod itself, and it stays pretty much. There's a little not smooth movement. And just for reference, this is a brand new DLE30 out of the box, completely stock out of the box. As you can see here, the total run out on this hub is about a half a thousandth, which is perfect. Let's bring that down to the bottom on the tip. Okay, let's see if we can get that to read. Okay, so let's zero that out. It's roughly zero. Run out on this is about a thousandth total, which is better than acceptable. Now let's take a look at the face. Well, you get the idea. It's close enough. I would say it's probably within about 1,000th, if not less. It's perfect. So if they're coming from the same place, they're not giving you the same QC. On further disassembly, the crank that was out around the hub clearly is way too big. It's got to be about 5 to 7 thousandths too big in diameter. Won't even sit straight. That's why that was the problem. We also, when we disassembled the front case, the important dimensions are here and here, which basically, when you squeeze the bearings together with the hub and it draws tight on this part here, the spacer, you get a set dimension and stacks up nicely. This was actually too small, and this dimension here is not bored deep enough, so when you squeeze everything, it was putting pressure on the bearings, causing it to feel rough. As soon as I relaxed that tension on the bolt, it freed it up a little bit, so the case is machined incorrectly as well. An interesting thing that was also noticed on the bottom of this piston, I don't know if we can get a clear shot, I'll have to take it off, but it says DLE30. Now, I don't know, but to me, that piston is from a DLE30, so they're not manufacturing anything on their own. Maybe the case is with a different name and the head with a different name. It's coming from the same place, and possibly of all the rejects, because none of the parts that I've gotten here have been to spec whatsoever.